What's going on, everybody? My name's Kian, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I thought it would be cool to give you guys a little tour of my apartment. For a little bit of background context, I'm currently 23 years old. I live in Minnesota around the St. Paul area. And my apartment right now, I just moved in back in August of 2025, and my rent is currently $995 a month. I think the unit is around 650 square feet. It's a one bed, one bath, and it's not bad. I like the place. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get on into the tour. So this is the view right when you walk in through the front entrance. You're greeted with this nice entryway with a closet. Not too bad, just a little section to kick your shoes off. Closet is nothing crazy, but enough storage and space for coats and shoes and whatever else you need to put in the front entryway closet. And then moving on towards the living room, I've got some stuff on the walls and whatnot. Enough space for a couch and a coffee table. This is the main living area. Of course, you got carpets on the floor of the living room. Pretty open and spacious. A little bit of what I'm working with here. Not too bad. This is my work from home setup. Shout out Sasuke. It's my favorite anime. I love Naruto. Then here is the nice patio. Put two chairs out there. It's actually pretty spacious. You don't really see patios that are this big for an apartment that I got for this cheap. But one of the negatives is I am on the second floor, but it's low enough to where anybody in the parking lot at any time can definitely see right through this window and see what I'm doing throughout the day. And these blinds are kind of terrible, but that's besides the point. Right here on the wall, we have a AC unit. Over here, I've got enough space for a fire table and a TV I mounted on the wall. Then moving on towards the kitchen. Over here on the left-hand side, this is actually a dog kennel, TV table hybrid that I got off of Wayfair. It's pretty nice. It's got those barn doors, and then so I just have Jasmine, that's my dog over there. Her food and water bowl are in there, but it's pretty nice. Little air fryer on top, knives, and a coffee machine that needs to be replaced badly. Over here is just a standard fridge. This thing is loud as heck, but just a small freezer and a pretty small fridge, but it's not terrible. I've seen worse. Then on the other side, this is your main kitchen sink area. We got a double sink there, and then we have one of these stovetops, but it's kind of like a half unit. It's pretty small. We got electric burners. It does the job, but could be better, but it is what it is. And then a pretty decent amount of cabinet space here. So, I mean, you kind of get everything you need with an apartment, even at this price range. So, cool little spice rack there and whatnot. Skipping over the bedroom for now, we'll check out the bathroom here. It's pretty tiny, not a lot of room to maneuver in. Just your standard toilet and a single sink here. There's me. Hello. And then the bathtub is just a bathtub shower hybrid. The classic. Let me know what you guys think of this weird blue color. I don't know. I kind of like it. And then moving back around, this is the one bedroom of the apartment. This is actually pretty spacious. This is a California king size bed, and it fits in here with plenty of room to spare. So I got my bed there, TV mounted on the wall, just opposing it. There's windows that also look out to that parking lot, so not the best. Nice little bedside stand and a dresser and a cool picture of Times Square. Closet space, not terrible. It's got enough room to house all of my clothes for the time being, and then it is complemented by this area over here that just 5 shelves that you could put stuff on. Got my hamper down there, and then my dresser, of course, has the rest of my clothes. But that is pretty much the entire apartment. So that was the entire apartment. Again, it's only about 650 square feet, but it has almost everything you need. The two notable things that it is missing are there is no in-unit washer and dryer, and there's no in-unit dishwasher. And I personally didn't realize how much I enjoyed having a dishwasher and an in-unit washer and dryer in my apartment until it was gone. But you can't really find apartments with those two things included at this price range. So there's a little give and take there. On the flip side, this apartment came with all utilities included with the exception of electricity. So I'm probably saving almost $100 a month on my utility bill as well. So there's obviously give and takes with it, but I'm definitely saving a lot of money living here as opposed to elsewhere. I toured and looked at a lot of different apartments when I was looking where to live next, and it seems like you can either get a really cheap apartment that's missing all of these amenities, or you can get an apartment with the amenities, but it's gonna be like an extra $400 a month. There's not a lot of middle ground, like in the $1,100 to $1,300 range. But with all that being said, I still live alone, and I was able to find an apartment for under $1,000 a month, basically in the Twin Cities area. Like I am less than a 15-minute drive from basically anywhere I would need to go. And so it's definitely doable to live on your own still, have a one-bedroom place, and not be completely broke. I know moving out of the parents' house these days, especially as a new graduate, can be very difficult. I stayed at home after college for almost a year and a half after I graduated because I know how difficult it can be. But I'm just trying to say, don't give up hope. There's definitely options out there that you can make work. Definitely gonna have to make some sacrifices. You can't have everything that you want. You're not gonna get a brand new apartment with all amenities and whatnot, and it's gonna be under $1,000 a month. That's just not gonna happen. But there are options out there. So if you look hard enough, you could probably find something that you like. But with all that being said, let me know what you guys think about the apartment that I live in the comment section below. If you think it's a dump or you don't think it's that bad, I'd love to hear it. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.